Hey guys, today we're drawing the life of another SCP, SCP-087. This SCP object is not a monster or an animal. SCP-087 is one of its kind. It's the only SCP which is unresolved for the longest time now. This is one of those SCPs which had to be contained at its occurrence place. SCP-087 is a stairwell. Yes, a well which has a staircase into it. This stairwell is haunted and malicious. It's supposed to be an unending stairwell, so we haven't found the end yet. The first part of stairwell has 13 steps descending downwards. This stair is at an angle of about 38 degrees. After the 13 steps, there's a semicircle platform which is around 3 meters in diameter. Followed by this again, stair steps are there. The direction of movement will change by 180 degrees after each set of stairs. This is continuous, without an end. The stairwell is unlit. There are no light sources or windows inside it. We can use our own light sources inside. However, anything more than 70 watts will not be useful. All the light beyond 70 watts is absorbed by the stairwell. It's still unknown why this happens. So, basically, if anyone has to climb down those stairs, it will be a dim, minimal light. The stairwell is, hypothetically, 200 meters deep. This is, of course, a theory based on some available data analysis. So, what's up with these stairs? How's it haunted? The scary part about the unending stairs is that there's someone down there, possibly a haunted spirit. You can always hear the crying sound of a child coming from downstairs. There were many attempts done to explore down the stairs. In those efforts, we could find some details only for 3 times. In those successful attempts, we got some visible results about the things below. And those details were recorded and made into reports. It's understood that as we've gone down the stairs, you'll start hearing the sobbing voice louder, and we'll feel like a child is there ahead of us. As we start following the child, it will move away in the same speed as the person who approaches it. If we go slow, the child will go slow. If we run, the child will run. Each of the SCP personnels went with a dim light source and a camera. At any point of this procedure, your visibility is restricted to 1.5 stairs ahead of you. You won't be able to see more. In these times, after moving down for long, the child attacked them. It was a sudden attack for all of them. The unexpected attack disoriented them and distorted the video footage. The attack came as a forceful slap from thin air. All of them ran back and no further harm was caused. However, there is one last attempt where the person was actually killed. It was a lady officer who went inside this time. We assume that she was killed because she never came back, and we never recovered her dead body as well. This happened because she didn't come back after the first attack. She proceeded further down, and the spirit must have been irked by this step. When she went ahead after the first attack, the camera went off. So the audio and video transmission ended. No one has a clue on what happened. The crying child inside SCP-087 is officially another SCP object. Named SCP-087-1. This is classified to do more studies on the object. Through the recorded attempts to descend the stairs, we've got images of SCP-087-1 clicked. Its face has no visible pupils, nose, or mouth. It's a pale, ghost-like face. In no recordings, this face seems to cry or plead. There is a famous theory that the noise of this child is not coming from SCP-087-1. The sound always seems to come from deep down the well, even when the child is seen very near to the descending official. It's possible that the child is capable of detaching the noise and make it sound like coming from a different direction, so to confuse the SCP personnel. There had been attempts made to send a camera and light, like a drone, instead of sending people down there. It's a safer option to deal with the deep down areas of the stairs. However, every time the drone crosses the third set of stairs, something happens. The audio and video will be cut off, and the light goes off. There is not even one drone recovered from down there. There's some kind of radioactivity going on there, which is causing this turbulence. Thus, all the communication means are disrupted under there. The famous theory about this is that the stairs lead to a place similar to a black hole, where light and sound can't reach. Then there is this confusion about the voice of the child, which seems to come from deep down the stairs. That's an unresolved question. The child's spirit and the noise makes this whole thing a paranormal activity. So maybe the spirit's sound can exist even in a highly radioactive space like that. There's no explanation. SCP-087 is located on the SCP Foundation campus. It was found there and contained immediately. Initially, the entrance towards the stairwell was open and unsecured. Now the Foundation has built a strong door there. The door is made of reinforced steel. It also has an electro-release lock mechanism. The door is disguised to look like a janitorial closet, which is in par with the building's design. This way, only assigned officials access the place. SCP-087 is a highly classified SCP object because of its unknown and dangerous aspects. So only selected SCP officials know about this. The door knob can be opened by applying some volts of electricity on it. Along with applying volts, the key has to be turned counterclockwise for the door to be opened. SCP-087 is surely a mystery. It seems science and technology is not enough to get this solved. As far as the door is closed and the place is contained, Stairwell cannot cause any harm to us. However, we don't know yet what else this place is hiding deep down that dark well. So let's stay alert.